probably still playing the camping game, just more next to you while he does it.
So like some
really
characters don't have the option to be both of those styles, which is a little interesting. You know,
that's my favorite thing about Cloud.
You do both.
He does both, and he's encouraged to do both all the time.
You got a second? Yeah, let's sit back charge limit.
You want to sit? I'll sit. Oh, now you want to come in. Okay.
On there. Just get out. Just
I love Cloud. Anyway.
We got the next competitors up on stage here.
Just moving right along, going through these early matches here on the brackets. We will be having some, I believe, some semis matches coming up rather soon. Very excited to see some of those.
I feel like almost everything's been a 2-0 so far, hasn't it? As close as these games have seemed.
Yeah. What was the first set again?
I
think it was
Diddy and someone else.
Yeah, I think it was 2-0.
Diddy Link.
Yeah, that was
2-0.
That was unfortunately very 2-0.
Interesting. Because a lot of these have seemed so close.
So we have LingLing on deck.
LingLing on the peach.
Where's I feel like LingLing's not from here, and
yeah, I'm not sure.
I remember personally hearing of a LingLing. I think it was from Mexico. I don't know if this is the same one. I don't personally know where LingLing's from, but we're going to find out soon, hopefully. And we're going to be seeing him playing against
Samus.
Samus. Peach and Samus. Very floaty matchup.
And two characters you don't see that often.
I love Nationals. I love Nationals so much.
You get to see all the characters.
And most of the time, it is a higher caliber of player of those characters, especially later on we get into bracket. If you see a Samus round 4, round 3, you know you're going to see a show. You know they know their stuff. You know they're going to do really well.
It's not just, you know, some guy's tertiary Samus. You know, he's got two other characters. It's these Samus mains. The Peach main.
Peach is such an underrated character. I actually just lost to Mudace this past weekend. Mudace, resident Peach player. Hopefully we'll get to see him at some point today. He's really strong. He's been taking a lot of good wins in the past couple of weeks here in South Florida, at least.
Peach is a good character. She has a lot of tools.
She's technical, man.
Yeah.
She's technical. She has big reward on certain specific things that I feel like as more players, more top players, if they invest time into learning these techniques with her and they apply their top player experience and smarts to the character, I can see some great things happening in the future.
All right, so FD, the first pick.
I imagine a very, very good pick for Samus here. Characters with projectiles typically do like to try to stay as far away as possible, have as much space as possible. And Peach is actually a character that can do a good job of staying and zoning very close next to you. As we see here.
So, LingLing with getting an early lead slightly, but we'll see what baconsticks here has to deal with that.
No, I'm seeing some solid pressure from baconsticks. He's got very obvious control of the character, very good pressure game, only using his projectiles when he's at an advantageous state to kind of catch landings and force options. He's not really using too many projectiles, it seems, in the neutral, which is something you don't normally see or expect to see from a Samus player, but maybe that's the difference between most Samus players and the Samuses that we might see today.
And something we see from Peach a lot is that she has really, like, ubiquitously safe aerials. She can float in with a forward air and fade back. And if you don't know about, you try to punish it, and you get punished for that. But it seems like baconsticks knows about it, because he's not really getting punished by this.
He's applying so much pressure right now, trying to make it really hard. Maybe that's why he wanted to go to FD, so that maybe he feels his pressure game is better without platforms, so he can constantly put out these little hitboxes around LingLing. Oh my God. Gonna lose the first stock. baconsticks taking this lead right now. Amazing play. One of the best ledge options in the game is that ledge hop forward air to get back on stage.
Catches the turnip. Nice. LingLing catches it back.
Good coverage, good maneuverability right here by baconsticks. I'm really impressed, but that shot is going to get him forward aired. LingLing was ready for it, hovering just above the blast, being able to collect that forward air on reaction.
That float is such a good tool that Peach has. You can float like just a tiny bit above the range of your opponent's attacks, so that if they try to go for anything, you can drop down forward air.
I have to say, this might not just be a Samus playstyle. This might be a direct counter playstyle to Peach in general.
Yeah.
Which means baconsticks might actually have some experience in the Peach matchup, because what I'm seeing is a lot of anti-air, a lot of controlling float space.
Yeah.
Just very, very, very effective, not letting Peach stay in the air, where we see a lot of characters will try to prevent people from landing. He's preventing Peach from being in her comfortable zone. As you see right there, blatant neutral runs up and up airs in neutral because that's where Peach likes to be.
Yeah. baconsticks playing this so well, and it's so close to...
That back air's going to do it. Gets the first stock. LingLing down 0-1 in this set. Coming from, I think that flag was Mexican. I am really bad with my geography.
Maybe Chile.
Chile?
I don't think it's Mexico.
I am so sorry. I don't know my flags just yet. Let's look this up.
baconsticks from Florida.
We have Florida versus. Where are we here?
It's right there. CT.
CT. Is that?
I'm not sure. We're scrubs.
We are geographical scrubs. I do apologize, guys. But not from America, coming here and going down 0-1 in the set. That pressure alone, you always have to think about what the player is going through and what kind of mental fortitude it's going to take to bounce back from this.
baconsticks just playing so well against Peach in general.
Are we going to be able to see maybe a little bit more grounded play, lower play from LingLing to kind of mitigate all the anti-airs that we're seeing here from baconsticks? That was a good hang. Getting a good 70% lead here going into this first stock. Disadvantage, but gets down safely. 101% as well by the side. This is not where you want to be against Peach on Smashville. Now that I think about it, really good pick for Peach.
Yeah.
Really short side, so your back throws, your forward airs are going to kill that much earlier. Good weight, but doesn't collect the punish.
Yeah, I feel like LingLing being a lot more aggressive this match. Getting in before baconsticks can, set
Run
up
away
that
with that lead, yeah. Not able to throw out really any projectile. It's going to take the time with the platform to charge his blaster. Hoping to catch a jump there.
Or maybe he thought it wasn't fully charged yet.
That's true. Hate when I do that 1,000 times. Throw out early limit.
Missed his air. Okay, he gets back safely.
Backer not going to...
Wow, it
No!
did.
Wow.
Samus is heavy. I didn't think that
Yeah,
was
I'm surprised. Maybe the jump killed him. I'm not really sure about that one. Early kill, it looked like, from Peach here, but 85% on the board. What will LingLing be able to do to bring this back? Down tilt at about 100% might do it.
Maybe. But yeah, Samus is actually a slightly bit heavier than Ike and Warrior, to give you perspective. So the fact that back air kill was actually remarkable.
What's funny about that exchange right there, the downer came out. If baconsticks had upbeat blatantly, he would have actually gotten the kill. But I understand not obviously going for that because there's so many ways that can go wrong.
But looks like LingLing's change in playstyle working out for him here. But you pull a turn.
Change of the playstyle didn't prepare him for that blaster to the face blatantly. But you always have to just kind of look for it. Like there are certain things from certain characters. You have Diddy Kong. You always want to look for those side Bs. Those fast, quick, large gap closing moves. You have to keep an eye open for it all the time before that happens to you.
Throws it again.
He wanted the B reverse so he can catch the landing. Unfortunate tech error on his part, but is able to get some damage using some pressure there, but gets back to the stage. Right back to pressuring him.
Waits out the air dodge.
Wants to make sure he doesn't let him land for free.
He's so good at grabbing those turnips.
Really good item play, and you have to have really good item play, and that just tells me he may actually does have a good bit of Peach experience himself.
Just dash attacks through the float there. That was really nice.
This is getting to be that scary part for LingLing, where a couple of things could end up getting this set taken away. That forwarder not going to be the one to do it. Gets back to neutral. They just keep trading situation for situation, knocking the other person off stage. Eventually, one of these is going to give. That back air will do it.
Yep.
Tying up the score, 1-1.
Both players feeling the pressure there.
I'm feeling the pressure here. If I had to guess, if it doesn't get banned, he might, baconsticks might want to try opting to go to Duck Hunt for a little bit more space.
The FD worked out well the first game. Let's see that.
Town and City might be an optional pick as well, so he can get an early higher kill with down tilt or up B.
Because I feel like Peach kills off the side most often.
Most often than not, yeah.
Whereas Samus can get the uppies for the kills, but...
Skyloft, an optional counter pick.
Battlefield? All right, Battlefield.
Maybe he wants to do just another job of just keeping him on these platforms and not letting him land if he ever gets positioning advantage.
This is interesting, though, because it's very different from the 2 stages that we played so far.
Yeah, we're going to see probably an entire different match going into this one here. Both players want these early leads. You can see it. They want to get whatever damage they can very early on so they can make sure they build a lead and make the opponent come to them very strong. 37% conversion.
I feel like baconsticks actually has made an adjustment here in 2. He's being a lot more aggressive from what I can see. He's running in a lot. He's not really setting up that wall, the defensive airs, the missiles, all that stuff that he was doing first game that won him the game. But
I really feel like both players want the lead. I don't want to say too bad, but it's quite obvious that they both want to just hit each other as much as possible in this first stock and try to secure this first early kill.
baconsticks being a little patient there, but running with the dash tag a lot. I feel like he's going to get punished for that before too long.
Feeling out the forward air. Wasn't opting to get back on stage just yet. LingLing giving the space for him to re-grab the ledge. Back in neutral for both players. I don't like seeing these projectiles randomly, personally, because it just gives up some space and lets the opponent kind of block and approach you. I want to see a little bit more movement once baconsticks is able to get back on stage, if he's able to, this stock. But no, LingLing does get the back air, sending it back out there, but not securing the kill.
Battlefield has really wide blast zones.
That secures maximum rage up smash, gets that kill. That move is so serious, as you just saw.
Crowd going wild.
Eats that crown to the face.
Back to even. All right.
It took me about 2 years of playing Melee to realize that Peach's forward air was actually pulling off her crown. I thought she'd have smacked you. But that explains why it hurts. Oh, gonna miss that there. Gets back to the stage. You don't want to see that sort of thing happen at a national. Unless you're the opponent.
Yeah. LingLing maybe.
Even then, I would feel really bad. Oh.
Just jabs. Just jabs.
Just blatant jabs, taking whatever damage he can get.
That's the mix-up, though. You just keep jabbing.
It's almost disrespectful. Like, imagine if you were in a fight and someone just slapped you in the face 3 times. Good damage for baconsticks going into this last stock situation here.
LingLing getting started, though.
Getting his conversions out. This is such an amazingly close game. I'm so happy to be here. So intense for both players. You have one person defending America in a sense, and one person not wanting to go home early.
This is so close.
Forward air sending him off stage. Any big hit at the edge is going to kill either player right now. Which one's going to be going to losers? Which one's going to be going on to the next round and winners?
These players have to be feeling it at this point. It's game 3.
Are we going to see another dash up smash read? Forward air is going to do it. Not going to do it. Excellent DI from baconsticks. Able to get back against back aired. Misses the ledge. Misses the ledge.
Dang. LingLing
my heart.
2-1. The reverse.
So much respect to baconsticks and LingLing, but being able to pull out Samus in a matchup I'm not familiar with and show me things I'm not aware of. I love seeing those kinds of things at these events.
That was incredible.
Wow.
That was so
The
close.
crowd is going crazy.
Crowd was definitely behind baconsticks at those time.
Amazing play. Wow. I don't know what else to say at this point other than that was really solid from both players.